Welcome back to Speargrass Forge. If you're new here, thanks for coming. If you're coming back, thanks for returning. Today, I'm going to be attempting to make a saxophone stand for my friend, Performystic YouTube channel. Stick around. Okay, so what I'll be using is some 10mm square stock, just mild steel. Now the idea is I will be basically making a love heart shape for the base, and then off the top will be the bit that the saxophones actually stands off. Order of operations that I'm looking at doing will be forging this end down to make a like a mortise and tenon type joint in order to put the support for the saxophone on the top here. Then I'll be heating these bars and twisting them, and then the end, and at this end I'll be forge welding these together, bringing them out to a point, and then I'll be bending from there once it's already all twisted, and basically the bending operation will be the last step. That's what I'm aiming for. Stick around, hopefully I can achieve it. Now this isn't one of them, I'm not trying to drop the whole material. All I'm trying to do is create a square shoulder on all sides. So all I'm doing is rolling it so that I'm striking the actual what's on the anvil as opposed to what's off the anvil. Just a gently thing, just trying to bring it down square with that shoulder. As you can see, it looks a bit rough at the moment, but I'm trying to keep that shoulder there while working down that square piece. Just a gently thing, because I'm working on such a small area. As you can see, we've got that little bit of a shoulder there to put the U on at the end a little bit later, which I will do shortly. That way it'll stop it turning and I can forge this end down to create like a kind of riveted on without it spinning around. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on that U shape and punch out a square hole in it, hopefully, and then stick it on there, and then we're going to heat this up and flatten out an area about halfway down here, and put in a second U which will be riveted on. That will provide the support for the actual base of the saxophone. Then we're going to twist it all. Once those two are established, we're going to twist the whole bar, bring it back in alignment. Then we're going to leave it straight so that later on we can forge weld this tip to the others, and then we're going to work on scrolling, initially tapering out the ends of the other two, and then twisting those, and we'll get the scroll, and all the scroll work and everything will be done at the actual end. What I'm doing now is I don't have any more 10mm square stock available. I don't have any 10mm round either, so I've got a piece of 12mm I'm going to draw out a little bit to turn into the hooks, the U shapes for my for the saxophone rest. So I'm just forging them out a little bit, and I'll bring them to round. I actually have to flatten out the center in order to rivet it to the end of the main support, and then yeah, we'll see how we go from there. So that's about even in the taper and everything like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten out this centre part, round her off. So round off these two ends first, and then flatten out this centre part, and then punch a hole in it, ready to take the U shape. I'll probably be able to take some length out of that middle part as well, in order to achieve what I need to achieve. Seated. What I'm going to do now, just give the wings a little bit of tidy up, a little bit of round off, maybe stretch it out just a little bit on this end. It's a little bit uneven at the moment, and then bend them up so that they're nice and pretty. And then, like I said, this is all going to be wrapped in leather anyway, so it, but still, make the effort to make it look decent. And then I'll get into twisting this bar. Actually, I'll flatten this out, make the second one, and then we'll get into twisting the bar. Sax will sit in, and the back just got to do some shaping to this, but I'll do that after this base is forge welded to the actual base of the thing. I'll put a twist in this now, cool this end off, put a twist in this, and then we'll get to making the actual base. And this one, this rod's done for the moment. Now just clean off that end, tie it together with the other one. I'm going to use some tie wire just to tie it together with the other one after I clean it off, so I can forge weld these together. Right, so as with any forge welding, you've got to bring the temperature up in the forge first, and the bars. Now I'm just going to bring it up to forge welding temperature and see if I can set these two bars together. Making a little window so I can see what's going on. now welded together. Just what I wanted. Now I've got to lay the other bar on top and show you what I mean. So now I'll put this bar on top, weld these all together, so we've got 3 pieces, and then what I'm going to do is then I have to heat down the end, bend them all up, bend them all out, and work them into shape that I need it to. So we're almost there. There we go, all welded together, drawn to the bottom point of the love heart, and I'm just going to heat this area up, spread these out in 3 different directions so that I can work on each individual area and start getting them bent out. It's a couple of days later, and I've had to do a test fit for the saxophone to make sure it fits. And it turns out that the throw between the bell catch at the top and the bell rest is a little bit too long. It's about probably about 2 inches too tall. So what I've got to do at the moment is in the forge, I've got the bar back in there so that I can heat it up and bend it a little bit more curved, just to bring the length down a little bit and in order to make it a little bit shorter. So I'm going to heat it up, take it over to the vise, give it a little bit of a bend, and make sure that we're all in the right length. I've also got to do a little bit of straightening, and then the next time you'll see me, so after I do that, I've got to basically wrap the bell rests in some leather, just so that it doesn't damage the brass of the bell. So I just want to let you know, one of the benefits of a dirt block forge is when you've got odd shapes like this, you can dig holes. Just bring you up closer. You can actually dig holes and modify your forge so that weird shaped objects can fit. Because as it stands now, without bending this right back out, this wouldn't have fit. So I've got to get this heated up at that rest point so I can bend it back and make it fit. So stick around and I'll get to that in just a sec. Okay, and there it goes, the finished product. And now, to accept the stand, I present to you Performystic herself. So, this is now your stand.
Thank you.
How do you like it?
I love it.
You love it? That's
really cool.
That's awesome. So this is made. It was actually started off with 3 separate pieces of steel. It's been forged well at the end here. This is hand dyed and hand stitched leather in order to protect the bell of your saxophone, so it doesn't get all scratched up when you sit on there. And so let's see how it fits. I'll just move the camera down so so we can see how it fits whilst it's whilst you put it on there.
If you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button down below.
Don't forget to check out my previous vids. You can find links here. And check out Performystic just here. And check my channel out there. On Performystic channel you can see
saxophone and other performing arts.
She's also multilingual and an absolutely talented performer, so I encourage you to check her out. Again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out Performystic, and we'll catch us next time. Cheers.